Angel Reese just got absolutely roasted by top basketball experts, and this time they came prepared with all the receipts. While she's been busy running her mouth, Caitlin Clark has been letting her game do the talking, dominating every time she steps on the court. And the experts? Well, they've had enough. They've made it clear Angel's trash talk is getting in the way of her performance, and no matter how hard she tries, Caitlin's the one making headlines with record-breaking plays. But the real drama? Angel's frustration is boiling over, and it's only getting worse as Caitlin keeps climbing. Stay tuned to find out what went down, why Angel's losing it, and how this beef could seriously impact her career. Angel Reese recently found herself on the receiving end of some tough criticism from basketball experts, and this isn't just casual talk. These pros came prepared, armed with facts and undeniable evidence. If anyone thought this was just another random critique, they couldn't be more wrong. While Angel is feeling the heat, Caitlin Clark is keeping quiet, letting her performance on the court do all the talking. People like Angel and even Cheryl Swoops may assume Caitlin's silence means she has nothing to say, but the reality is she doesn't waste time on petty back and forth. Caitlin is too focused on her game to bother with the drama. That's where the seasoned analysts step in. With years of experience and sharp insights, they've made it clear that Angel's priorities seem off. If she spent more time sharpening her skills instead of throwing out trash talk, she might be on par with Caitlin or even ahead. But right now, Angel appears to be putting more effort into her words than her game. It's no surprise that this rivalry is heating up more than ever. Though they're both considered rookies, they couldn't be more different. Angel may be making moves and holding her ground, but Caitlin is dominating the game. Every time she steps on the court, it's a masterclass in how to dismantle the competition, shattering records along the way. And that's where things start to unravel for Angel. She's putting in the work, showing up and performing well, but no matter what she does, Caitlin is the one getting all the attention. It's got to be frustrating working so hard only to see someone else steal the spotlight. But here's the harsh reality: Caitlin isn't being praised because of luck or media bias. She's earned every bit of that recognition, and Angel just can't seem to accept it. Game after game, Caitlin's relentless work ethic sets her apart, and that's what's eating at Angel. Sure, Angel is talented, but Caitlin's on a whole different level right now. But Caitlin? She's putting in just that little bit extra, and it shows. Let's not pretend Caitlin just woke up one day with superhuman basketball skills. This girl has been grinding for years, constantly improving. She wasn't just born with raw talent, she honed it through relentless practice and dedication. And honestly, you can't hate on that. Sure, people will try, but it won't change the fact that Caitlin is out there, racking up wins like it's second nature. Meanwhile, Angel is over there, clearly frustrated, watching as Caitlin continues to break records. But Caitlin? She's too focused on making history to care about the noise. It's almost laughable. Angel is caught up in throwing shade and getting all worked up, while Caitlin's just letting her game do all the talking. And here's the thing: jealousy is nothing but a distraction. Caitlin's laser-focused on results, and she has plenty to back it up. The funny part? It's not just Angel that's bitter. Caitlin has haters from every corner, like Candace Carter, who's been vocal about her criticisms. The more Caitlin dominates, the more people come out of the woodwork to take shots at her. But does that faze her? Not at all. In fact, it seems like the more hate she gets, the harder she goes on the court. She thrives on it, using it as fuel to push herself even further. Now, let's talk about Angel Reese's jealousy. It's not some wild rumor, it's basically out in the open at this point. Anyone paying attention can see it bubbling over. Sure, Angel's out there making plays, scoring points, and doing her thing. But here's the problem: she's more focused on Caitlin's fame than her own game. Every time Caitlin's name comes up in the media, you can almost sense Angel's frustration. She's convinced she deserves that same spotlight, that same level of praise. And she's not exactly shy about it either. But here's the twist: Angel isn't being overlooked. She's got her fans, she's making headlines, and she's certainly not being ignored. The real issue: Angel can't stand that Caitlin's overshadowing her. And that's the crux of it. Angel's putting in the work, but instead of using Caitlin's success as motivation, she's obsessed with why the spotlight isn't shining as brightly on her. Every time Caitlin's name gets brought up, it's like Angel takes it personally, as if it's some kind of attack on her. The truth is, Caitlin's not getting the hype because of media favoritism, she's earned it. Every headline she grabs is a direct result of her hard work and dedication. And while Angel may be making waves in her own right, Caitlyn's just playing in a different league altogether. Angel Reese seems to be stuck in a cycle of self-pity, while Caitlin Clark is playing in a league of her own. Even though Angel is putting in the work, Caitlyn is consistently breaking records as if it's routine. Instead of using Caitlyn's success as motivation to elevate her own game, Angel appears to be caught up in questioning why she isn't getting the same level of attention. At this point, the rivalry between the two has moved beyond simple competition, it's bordering on obsession. Whenever Caitlyn's name is mentioned, Angel reacts as if it's a personal slight. Take the interview Angel gave on July 15, 2024, for example. She didn't hold back, throwing heavy criticism Caitlyn's way, even accusing the media of disrespecting her by constantly hyping up Caitlyn. But here's the reality, it's not favoritism on the part of the media. Caitlyn's performances are simply impossible to overlook. That same week, Caitlyn put up 35 points and 11 assists against the Dallas Wings. Numbers like that demand attention. And it's not because the media is playing favorites, Caitlyn's game is just that good. She's not asking for the spotlight, she's earning it. Meanwhile, Angel's frustration is becoming more and more apparent, and people are starting to notice. It's hard to talk about Angel these days without mentioning Caitlyn, and you can tell that stings. For example, in the Indiana Fever's game against the Las Vegas Aces on August 4, 2024, Angel was visibly rattled, seemingly going after Caitlyn at every opportunity. She became overly physical, committed reckless fouls, and eventually fouled out of the game, finishing with only 12 points. On the other hand, Caitlyn remained composed, wrapping up the game with an impressive 28 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. The contrast was clear. While Angel was losing control, Caitlyn was putting on a clinic. This isn't an isolated incident either. Angel has been subtly taking jabs at Caitlyn for months now. After the Fever's win over the Minnesota Lynx on July 27, 2024, Angel couldn't resist throwing shade, remarking, "It's funny how some players get all the attention, even when they're not the only ones out there playing." The target of her comment was obvious. But while Angel's trying to score points through subtle digs, she's just coming across as resentful. Caitlyn doesn't even need to engage in the back and forth because her game does all the talking. She's breaking rookie records, and Angel's bitter remarks are only making her frustration more obvious to everyone watching.